Hey guys, welcome to Star Wars on High. Thank you for stopping by. We are back with kind of a Sunday afternoon special because I just had an awesome Star Wars experience that I wanted to share with you guys and maybe recommend that you go down the same journey I did. And basically, I watched the supercut of the Clone Wars Season 7, the last 4 episodes, with Revenge of the Sith. Now, let me say a couple things off the top. If you're like, how did you do that? Well, what I did is I followed some timestamps. I'll put the link down below to the tweet, where I would watch an episode, then watch the first like 30, 40 minutes of Revenge of the Sith, pause, start the next episode, pause, and you'll see the flow. And they flow seamlessly together. They cut perfectly, and it is such an enjoyable experience. I think there are some folks who maybe cut them together and you can download it, but I couldn't find anything that seemed legit or good to me. So I just followed the standard pause and switch over. And it was just an amazing experience, guys. It was truly awesome and just reminded me of why I have such a love for the prequels that I do. And so what I want to say right off the bat is I've been rewatching the Clone Wars this year. And I hadn't done this where you watch season 7 and you cut it with Revenge. I never experienced this, but I've heard folks do it. And it changed so much for me. It works so well. It had been a while since I've watched Revenge of the Sith, maybe middle of last year or so. I hadn't picked it up in a while just because we've all seen it so many times. And the emotional impact of those two seamlessly together, it just hits me on such a level. And one of the reasons the prequels are my favorite era, one of the reasons Revenge of the Sith is my favorite movie, is because to me, this is all personal opinion, no Star Wars movie leaves me with the kind of emotional weight that Revenge of the Sith does. From the very first time I saw it in theaters when I was a lot younger, till now, when I leave that movie, the kind of heart, gut-wrenching pain I feel, I don't experience that kind of emotional reaction from any of the other movies. Just me personally. To see the fall of a hero, and especially when you pair it with the 7 seasons of the Clone Wars, the friendships, the characters you've grown to love, it is just such a heartbreaking conclusion with spectacular animation and spectacular shots in Clone Wars Season 7. Amazing score in both Revenge of the Sith and Clone Wars. It is just such an emotional weight to it. And what I love about the prequels is they tell a story of the fall of a hero. And I think, to me, still, it's one of the most fascinating tales you can tell. Luke's story is great and fantastic, and to see him, triumphant in the end and the good he believes in, it's a great story. But as I've told others, it's a story I've experienced before. But the first time I sat and watched Revenge of the Sith, knowing the whole time what was going to happen to our hero, him and Obi-Wan breaking apart, him and Padme, it is just such a moment. And when you add the Clone Wars element to it with Ahsoka and the 501st and the weight of Order 66, which we flush out even further in the Bad Batch, it is the ultimate Star Wars experience to me. When I think of Star Wars, and this is because when I grew up in the prequel era. The prequels are Star Wars to me. The Clone Wars is Star Wars to me. And that journey of episode 1, 2, 3, and those 7 seasons of the Clone Wars, now moving into the Bad Batch, is just so special. And so I want to encourage you guys to take the time. If you have friends who haven't seen it, here's my recommendation. If you have a friend who hasn't watched the Clone Wars, maybe they're an average Star Wars fan, make a event out of it. Watch the 7 seasons with them 1 day a week, 2 days a week. Spend the next couple months doing this, and then get together, spend 4 hours watching the season 7 episodes and Revenge of the Sith together, and just have that moment with your friends. It is so worth it. I cannot recommend it enough. I'm going to have to start finding people that I can make watch it for the first time with me again, because it is truly a great experience. I just want to say, the Star Wars animated universe is a perfect home for these characters. It's a perfect home for these long stories. And I'm just so excited to see more Bad Batch and whatever else comes in the future of Star Wars. I had to make it known. I think it was just so effective. So, wanted to let you guys know that. What did you guys think? Have you tried this before? Are you a fan of the prequels? Have you even watched the Clone Wars? I assume almost everyone here has. But if you haven't, take the dive. If the first couple seasons aren't really clicking for you, let it keep going. You will be rewarded heavily, especially in season 4, 5, 6, 7. Just some amazing moments. Some beautiful shots. I didn't want to spoil them here. I could cut sections of it on the video, but I don't know who's going to click on this for the first time, and I want you guys to have the same kind of emotional experience that I've had. So, Let me know what you guys think down below. Revenge of the Sith is my favorite Star Wars movie. What is your favorite of the 9? You can count all of them. I don't care if it's sequels, prequels, original. Tell me, and then tell me your favorite episode of the Clone Wars. I'd love to hear what you guys think. So many ones to pick from. I'm just blown away. Ah, man, it's like, you know, when you see something, you just keep replaying in your head. I am just completely in that space right now, and I had to talk to you guys about it. All right, we'll be back later this week. Until then, guys, thank you for stopping by. We'll see you again very soon.